Hi, Greg Flaherty here with Penny Realty Property Management. So today I want to talk to you about tenant screening tips and how to find the very best tenant for your San Diego rental home. So I've been in this business now, property management business for over 20 years. And one thing that I've learned is that tenant screening is sort of a mission critical component to being a successful landlord. It's one of those things, you get it right and your life as a landlord can be really nice. Get it wrong, your life can be horrific. So imperative we get this right. So I think where many individual landlords fall down is that they rely on their intuition. They feel like they can meet somebody, size them up, and not necessarily have to do any of the background screening or paperwork necessary to really find out, the history of this individual. So imperative that you don't do that. You go through the full background screening process and get this right. It's also important that you have written, consistent standards and you follow them. Set the standards and apply them to all tenants consistently. Don't just apply them haphazardly to some tenants and then not to others. That can get you in a lot of trouble. Okay, so when we screen tenants, there's 4 key areas that we look at. Item number 1 is, are they who they say they are? Get a government issued ID and get their social security number and run it through the background screening system. You'll verify that you have the right people. Okay, number 2, do they have a history of paying their bills and paying them on time? So I recommend, of course, you do a credit check and a full background screen. Don't accept their paperwork or their, credit check and where they hand it to you. Don't do that. Run your own. Make sure they have a FICO score of at least 650 or higher. Check to see if they have any, extensive history of paying bills late or accounts going into collection. Or worse yet, do they have any bankruptcies, unlawful detainers, or evictions? Those would be deal killers. And then number 3, can they afford this property? So what you want to do is check the income. We check to make sure the income is at least 2.5 times greater than rent. And you want to verify that through W-2s, tax returns, or pay stubs, or a combination of all 3 of those. Again, not an area you want to take their word on it, verify it. All right, and then number 4, will they be a good resident and take good care of your property? So call the prior 2 landlords if you can, at least 2 if you can. And then I recommend you do criminal checks in all 50 states. Just make sure that when you do criminal checks, you comply with fair housing laws. Okay, and then also recommend you get a application fee, a screening fee from the tenant. This will help compensate you for your time and effort of running that background screen and also gives the tenant some skin in the game, and you want that. In 2018, the most you can charge for a tenant screen is approximately $49. So keep that in mind. If you want more information, you can go to our website, pennyrealty.com. We have an extensive 11-step screening process. You can take a look at that for more details. Okay, all for now. Thanks for listening. Greg Flaherty here at Penny Realty.